Hey, what's up guys? It's Corey here with Dapper Dollars, and today we're going to talk about how to rank shirts without ads. You ready? Let's get started. Now, if you're new to this channel, what I do here is explain how we can use the Merch by Amazon opportunity to make money online and combine that with personal investing to create financial freedom for yourself and your family in the future. So if that sounds like something that interests you, like and subscribe below. And let's get into today's video. So, I talk a lot about using ads to get into the bigger niches on Merch by Amazon, but there are people who haven't had access to these ads yet and they're not able to use ads to get into these niches. So what do? Well, I was actually in this place before. So what I had to we're just going to go over what that actually means and how you can get started without using ads until you're able to get ads and then move into that space. Or if you don't have the finances to start using ads right now, then this is what you can do in the meantime until you're able to use ads. But I do strongly suggest that you move towards using ads because there's no better way to get into those bigger niches than to use ads to get in front of people and to get your shirts to sell and rank organically after that and then cut the ads off. So how do we rank shirts without ads? Well, why would we use ads in the first place? Because it's going to get your shirt in front of more people. That is the whole reason we use ads. And so if you don't have ads, how do you get your shirt in front of more people? How do you make sure that your shirt gets seen by as many people as possible? Well, you're going to have to go into smaller niches. You're not going to be able to take over niches like breast cancer awareness. You might be able to take over sub-niches of breast cancer awareness. I was actually able to rank a shirt starting out in moms in the breast cancer survivor mom niche, but that's a much smaller group and that shirt doesn't sell nearly as often as the general breast cancer shirts that I have. So whenever you are starting out and you're not using ads, you need to look for smaller niches. And within these niches, you need to look for stuff that people are passionate about. That's what most people, or that's what's going to give you at least areas where people are willing to spend money, and there's a large enough portion of people that actually make it worth it. And you're going to need to focus on the volume of the shirts that you're creating, because if you don't have ads to get in front of people, you're going to need to basically fill the space as much as possible with your different designs. And we already went over how to make different designs, and I'll link to that below or drop a card somewhere on either side of this video. But you're going to need to make up for the lack of visibility with just increased frequency. So you're not going to be, that one shirt that you made that's probably going to sell isn't going to be pushed to the front of the page. You're going to have to make a bunch of shirts that have a decent amount of selling to get in front of enough people. So let's go over an example of when I did this and the process that I went through to actually get a shirt to rank and sell consistently without using ads in a decent sized niche. So I did this in two different niches: keto, which like the keto diet, the no carb diet, and craft beer. Now, these are two very intense passionate things that people care about. Keto, if you know someone who is keto, they are keto to their core. If you find someone who is passionate about it, this is a great thing because these people it's basically like, CrossFit. CrossFitters love to tell people that they do CrossFit. Someone who's on the keto diet usually loves to tell other people about the keto diet and how changing the ketones in your body can actually make you lose fat. I'm still not fully on that hype train, but I can appreciate the fact that they care about it. So I made shirts for those people to tell people about keto. Now, whenever I started in this niche, keto was pretty big. Same thing with craft beer. Craft beer is still a pretty big thing. But there are sub-niches within keto, and there are sub-niches within craft beer. So what I had to do was go into these niches, and I had to look for things that were different and that there was a clear sub-niche of these people. And within keto, I found that there was a little bit of, religiosity in there. So like prayer and ketones get me through the day was one shirt that sold for me. And then living on ketones and Jesus and things like that. And, on down that list. That was one sub niche of keto that I was able to go into, and then it eventually ranked on the front page of the overall keto niche. Now for craft beer, this was one where I had to be a little bit more creative. And it gave me the opportunity to be creative because craft beer had a lot of interesting sayings, and people who like craft beer are a bit into the meme culture. And so I was able to go onto Reddit to do stuff and find out sub niches of craft beer. And so if anyone knows anything about craft beer, it's not just craft beer. There's IPAs, there's barleys, there's dark beers, there's pale ales, and all sorts of different kinds of beer that fall into the craft beer niche. So hazy is a kind of IPA that craft beer brewers make. So I was able to make a shirt that started the phrase "Batches be hazy," and this was it was luck. Honestly, it was luck, because I was just sitting there one day watching TV, and I was looking through Pinterest to see like what craft beer sayings there were out there, and it just came to me, "Batches be hazy." And then so I just put it on a shirt, sold, and then that one wound up, it's I think selling about 13 times every 3 weeks now for me. So it's not that bad. But this is what you can expect whenever you're going into niches where you don't have ads and it's not that big of a market. Because remember, if we're going into take over a niche without ads, then we're going to need to settle for a smaller niche, because that's going to be your advantage of putting more shirts out there. You're going to be able to be seen more. If you were using ads, you could be in a bigger niche, because you could put your ad at the front of the page and then find out real quick if people want to buy that shirt or not. With these, if you're not using ads, you're just going to have to go into smaller niches and find these sub niches within the smaller niche to get on the front page where there's only maybe 50, 100 results. So that is an overview of how you're going to do this. Remember, you need to go after passions. Passions are what sell. No one's going to buy something that they're lukewarm about. No one's going to buy a shirt about math homework. Unless, never mind. I don't think anybody's going to buy a shirt about math homework. So, niches you can do this in. Teachers are a big one. Teachers, there are plenty of sub niches within teachers. So you can go to math teachers, English teachers, and school's back in session. So that's going to be a great opportunity for you. Kayaking was one that I looked into. That one didn't really work out, and it's a little bit seasonal. And if you know me, you know that I like stuff that sells year round. And kayaking is just not something you can do year round across the world. So passions that people can do indoors are usually something that actually axe throwing. I would certainly look into axe throwing. It's something that is just popped up all over the country, and a lot of people are into it. So it usually goes hand in hand with craft beer, so you might be able to put those two together and make an axe throwing craft beer shirt and sell to both of those niches. Anyway, I hope this helps, and as always, like and subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions, and just take all this stuff to heart, guys. And if you don't have ads, please follow this until you're able to get ads, and then go after those huge niches so you can make the money that you need to start investing, get yourself out of debt, and create the financial freedom for yourself and your family that you want. Now, just go out and do it. I believe in you, and I know you're going to do great. Because remember, someone's going to do something amazing every day, guys. Why not you? See ya.